Okay, now we're getting to the part with the exploded view, all right, which you can see on my screen from the activity from my PLTW. So this is what you're going to do. I just followed these directions here to figure this out. We're going to look at a couple like completed things that will help us, and then I'll just kind of walk through what those steps were. So yeah, this is my now updated drawing file that has the exploded view on it. All right, and this is what you're going to be kind of creating. So one of the things they say to make this happen, you'll need to do is in your assembly file. All right, you know, you're normally in the design workspace, right? You change to the drawing workspace to create this. Now you're going to need to do this one called animation. All right, and so this is what the animation workspace looks like, okay, or could. It's going to start as your assembly the way it was. And then we're going to go through and do some things to that assembly, okay? So to avoid me like messing up this right here, I will go ahead and pick a different assembly. So let me do that real quick. All right, so I went to this kind of boring room file that's kind of empty, and it'll be kind of weird to make a exploded view of this, but at least it should get the concept across. All right, so I am in the animation workspace, and in here, we're going to do a few things, okay? So the first thing we want to do is we're going to click on this transform. I think this is the first thing we're going to do, and we're going to pick manual explode. All right, and then don't worry about this stuff yet. We're going to use this transform components to help us actually like pull the things apart. All right, so you know, you just pick an object, and you can or should be able to move it dragging by these arrows. All right, and so yeah, I guess those were in a couple parts, so that's fine. Maybe I'll show how they're, you know, each their own thing there. I'll bring this up. But of course, part of the like goal of an exploded view is to really make it easier to see everything, right? So I probably want to bring these even higher. Okay, so all I'm going to do right now is the bed. Okay, and the windows would be their own thing too, but we're not going to worry about those right now. Okay, so bring this here, and then bring this here. All right, and so hopefully I've done a decent job getting those in place. But I want to turn on the trail line visibility for all of these. Okay, so you see me coming over here to this dialog box, transform components, and I'm turning on that trail line visibility. Okay, we're going to do that here too. Cool. So now we can see where the things came from in the room. All right, this one might still be a little bit too, like, you know, close. Let's bring this up a little bit more. Bring this up. Okay. All right. So I'm going to click OK, I think. And all right, that seems good. And they recommended giving this a different name. All right. So instead of this being called storyboard 1, just click on it down here or double click and call it exploded view. Because you can actually make many of these types of things in here. All right, so I think that's all we have to do in here. I sure hope so. Doesn't hurt to hit save. All right, so go ahead and click save. And now I'll go back to the drawing file I had started for this. You're going to see something different though. All right, what you see different is up here, and it is trying to tell me, hey, there's something important about the like base file this comes from that has changed and is not reflected right now. So you will need to click that little warning sign to update what we have available inside here. All right. So now I'll be able to find that. If you do not click that arrow, when you go to add the exploded view, you won't be able to do it. All right. So again, I'm following these directions here to be doing all this stuff. Okay. What we need to do is we're going to click on base view. I'm going to, before I set it down, I'm going to change the representation to exploded view. All right. And then they want you to change several things. You can change the orientation. They want visible edges, I believe. Make sure the scale's good. They want full length, interference, and, you know, thread might even be nice too. But once you've got those selected, you are good. Click OK. And there it is. More directions coming.